Warm greetings, dear students. So this particular session, we are going to discuss about objectives of investment. In the last session, uh, we discussed about what is mean by investment, what is the meaning of investments, what are the characteristics of investments. In this particular session, we are going to discuss about objectives of investment. Okay. So while we are going for any investments, last session itself, we discussed that there won't be any investment without any objectives. Okay, we'll be having some motive. With that motive only, we'll be making investments, and we have seen that there are different avenues for investments. So while you are going for while you are selecting that investment avenues, okay, out of different available investments, you are selecting one investment avenues. Behind that, there must be some motive. Okay, so we have seen that bond market is there, the derivative markets are there, the equity market is there. So any one of the investment avenue while you are selecting, you need to go with some motives. Okay, so that motives we are going to discuss. There are different motives out there. It is based on the investors, which motive for which motive they are selecting that particular investments. We'll see one by one. So if you see that investors' objectives, that may be maximization of return. Okay, so you may select a share market instead of mutual fund because mutual fund is having less risk and less return, but share market more risk and more return. So you may go for share market in order to maximize your return. So that may be one of the objective. And next, if you go, it may be minimization of risk. Okay, so you are not bothered about return, but if you are bothering about risk, if you want to minimize your risk, you can go for mutual fund. There, you cannot expect the return same like share market, but you can avoid your risk if you are going for systematic investment plan, and then you are able to avoid your risk. Okay, or you can go for hedge against inflation. So if you go to banks, if you invest your money in fixed deposits or recurring deposits, and the interest percentage is very less, very less. It is lesser than the inflation rate. So if you want to hedge your risk against inflation, then you should not go to that particular investment avenue. You can go for share market where you can expect more return. Okay, or you can go for any derivatives market where you can hedge against inflation and all. Okay, so that is one option is available to you. And next objective, you see savings kept as a cash or bond. In the sense, if you are keeping your cash unproductively in your home, it is not generating any income. It's unproductive. Okay, so what you need to do, that money whichever you are having, that must generate some income. So for that, what you can do, you can go for a you can go for investing money to protect for a productive purpose. So in the sense, it may give some return for you, so that you can go for. So that is one of the objective. Or you can go for don't earn anything. So if you keep your money, ideally you won't earn anything, so that you may go for investment. So that may be one of the objectives. Or you can go like loss assets value due to rise in prices. So in future point of time, if the inflation is increasing, then that will erode the value of your money. So to avoid or hedge against inflation, for that purpose also you can go for investing your money in any one of the investment avenue. Okay, so these are the reasons you can go for, and you can expect more return. So these reasons behind your investment, and these objectives, you may go for investing your money in any one of the investment avenues which we have seen it earlier. Okay, so this may be the objectives. Okay, sometimes if you go for government securities, you can expect a low risk, and return also some you can expect some moderate rate of return in government securities. As I said, national savings certificate you can go for, or public provident fund you can go for. Sometimes government bonds are issued. Okay, so those money market instruments, there you can invest. So these are all avenues which will reduce your risk and increase your return. Okay, so these are the objectives of investments. And in upcoming classes, we'll be discussing about other concepts related to investments. Okay, what is investment, what is speculation, and all. Thank you, students. Thank you for your cooperation. We'll meet in the next session.